Good morning, Andrews Elementary, and happy Friday. We made it! Yeah! It's the weekend. Today's a specials day, so remember, work on those exercises for PE, your artwork for art, and your singing voice for music, all right? Friday's a fun day. You can lay off the ELA and the math for a little bit, and you can focus more on those specials activities. I'm so excited because yesterday it was so hard to stop reading. I wanted to just keep reading to you, but I know I didn't want to make the video too long. But if you remember what happened to James in James and the Giant Peach, the tree and the peach started to grow, and the peach got so huge, and Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker had an idea at the end of the chapter. Instead of trying to eat it, they're going to make some money off it. So let's see what they plan on doing. So chapter 8. The news that a peach almost as big as a house had suddenly appeared in somebody's garden spread like wildfire across the countryside. And the next day a stream of people came scrambling up the steep hill to gaze upon this marvel. Quickly Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker called in carpenters and had them build a strong fence around the peach to save it from the crowd. And at the same time, these two crafty women stationed themselves in the front of the gate with a large bunch of tickets and started charging everyone for coming in. Roll up, Aunt Spiker yelled. 1 shilling to see the giant peach. One at a time, please. Don't push. You're all going to get in. Half price for children under 6 weeks old, Aunt Sponge shouted. Hey, you, come back here there. You haven't paid. By lunchtime, the whole place was seething with a mass of men, women, and children, all pushing and shoving to get a glimpse of this miraculous fruit. Helicopters were landing like wasps all over the hill, and out of them poured swarms of newspaper reporters, cameramen, and men from the television companies. It'll cost you double to bring in a camera, Aunt Spiker shouted. All right, they answered. We don't care. And the money came rolling into the pockets of the two greedy ants. But while all this excitement was going on outside, poor James was forced to stay locked in his bedroom, peeping through the bars of the window at the crowds below. The disgusting little brute will only get in everyone's way if we let him wander about, Aunt Spiker had said earlier this morning. Oh, please, he had begged. I haven't met any other children for years and years. There are going to be lots of them down there for me to play with, and perhaps I could help you with the tickets. Here's an illustration. Crowd of people. All coming to see that peach. Shut up, Aunt Sponge had snapped. Your Aunt Spiker and I are about to become millionaires, and the last thing we want is the likes of you messing things up and getting in the way. Later, when the evening of the first day came, and the people had all gone home, the aunts unlocked James' door and ordered him to go outside and pick up all the banana skins and orange peels and bits of paper that the crowd had left behind. Could I please have something to eat first, he asked. I haven't had a thing all day. No, they shouted, kicking him out the door. We're too busy to make food. We're counting our money. But it's dark, cried James. Get out, they yelled, and stay out until you've cleaned up the mess. The door slammed. The key turned in the lock. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and read one more chapter because that was a short one, and the next one is super short too. Chapter 9. Hungry and trembling, James stood alone out in the open, wondering what to do. The night was all around him now, and high overhead a wild white moon was riding in the sky. There was not a sound, not a movement anywhere. Most people, and especially small children, are often quite scared of being outdoors all alone in the moonlight. Everything is so deadly quiet. Look how big that peach is compared to James. That's crazy. And the shadows are so long and black that they keep turning into strange shapes that seem to move as you look at them. And the slightest little snap of a twig makes you jump. James felt exactly like that now. He stared straight ahead with large, frightened eyes, hardly daring to breathe. Not far away in the middle of the garden, he could see the giant peach towering over everything else. Surely it was even bigger tonight than ever before. What a dazzling sight it was. The moonlight was shining and glinting in the great curving sides, turning them to crystal and silver. It looked like a tremendous silver ball lying there in the grass, silent, mysterious, and wonderful. Then all at once, little shivers of excitement started running over the skin on James' back. Something else, he told himself, something stranger than ever this time is about to happen to me again soon. He was sure of it. He could feel it coming. He looked around him, wondering what on earth it was going to be. The garden lay soft and silver in the moonlight. The grass was wet with dew, and the million dewdrops were sparkling and twinkling like diamonds around their feet. And now suddenly the whole place, the whole garden seemed to be alive with magic. Almost without knowing what he was doing, as though drawn by some powerful magnet, James Henry Trotter started walking slowly towards the giant peach. He climbed over the fence that surrounded it and stood directly beneath it, staring up at its great bulging sides. He put out a hand and gently touched it with the tip of his finger. It felt soft and warm and slightly furry like the skin of a baby mouse. He moved a step closer and rubbed his cheek lightly against the soft skin. And then suddenly, while he was doing this, he happened to notice that right beside him and below him, close to the ground, there was a hole in the side of the peach. That's the end of chapter 9. Man, I can't wait till Monday to read chapter 10, but I'm going to have to. All right, I wonder what he's going to do when he saw that big hole. Do you think he'll go in? Do you think he'll poke his head in? Maybe something's in there. I don't know. Excitement is almost too much to contain. All right, friends. Well, let's have a great weekend. Remember, be safe. It's supposed to be nice, so get outside. Get some exercise today. If nobody told you they love you today, I love you all very much. Let's have a great weekend.